Excellency Ret'd, the former President and Honorable Speaker of Parliament, Honorable Government Ministers and Assistant Ministers, the Commander of the Republic of Fiji Military Forces, Major General Konusi, the Commissioner of Police, Major General Siti, Permanent Secretaries, members of the Diplomatic Corps, ambassadors and high commissioners, and our friends from the Diplomatic Corps, Major General Ret'd, former Commander of the Republic of Fiji Military Forces, the Chairperson of the College of Honor, Dr. Konusi Konrote, and members of the College of Honor, recipients of Fiji's 50th Anniversary of Independence Commemorative Medal, and members of your respective families and friends. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, Nisambul Naka, Namaste, Assalamu alaikum, Ni hao, Noai Maureen, a very good morning to you all. And ladies and gentlemen, it's so wonderful to see you all. And it gives me so much pleasure to welcome you to the State House this morning on behalf of my wife, Konrote, and the staff. In fact, we could not proceed with our scheduled investiture ceremonies towards the end of last year because, as you know, of the latest spike and the restrictive protocols imposed upon us by the dreaded COVID-19 pandemic, which subsequently compelled us to reschedule the remaining award ceremonies to a later date, hence today's historical event, to continue and hopefully complete the series before the end of my term in office. In that regard, we should continue to acknowledge, praise, and thank Almighty God for His continued love, mercies, and blessings on our beloved nation and the rest of humanity, because I believe that we have endured and survived the most deadly and damaging stage or the phase of the pandemic COVID-19 virus and are slowly on our way to successfully containing its spread. We are not out of the woods yet, according to Dr. Fong, so we've got to be careful. And I'm glad that we're all wearing masks. Now, ladies and gentlemen, now I would like to acknowledge and commend the Good Reverend Tuan Tatala for the short inspirational divine spiritual presentation this morning. Furthermore, it gives me great pleasure too to see former colleagues and acquaintances and to officiate and confer you with the commemorative 50th Independence Anniversary Medal, which you all well and truly deserve. As your President and Chancellor of the Order of Fiji Awards, I've been looking forward to today's historical and significant ceremony, which fulfills one of my obligatory duties in this office, and that of appropriately acknowledging, honoring, and rewarding your individual and collective selfless contributions to our beloved nation, Fiji's development and progress as a young and independent sovereign state since our independence in 1970. Now, hearty congratulations to you, the recipients, who had served and continue to loyally and selflessly do so within the various sectors of our communities. And I also consider it prudent that I also acknowledge and commend and thank your spouses and other members of your respective families for supporting you in your noble journey of service to this nation. Ladies and gentlemen, it will be remiss of me not to acknowledge and thank our former President, the current Speaker of the House, His Excellency Ret'd, government ministers, assistant ministers, honorable members of the judiciary, and all heads of missions and members of the diplomatic corps for continuing to avail yourselves in attending the investiture ceremonies held last year and again today, by gracing this historical memorable investiture ceremony this morning with your presence. Thank you. Navaleu Tanewad. Ladies and gentlemen, at this juncture too, please allow me to commend, acknowledge and thank hardworking Dr. Konrote, chairperson of the College of Honor, and her dedicated and hardworking team, who over these past years had strictly adhered to my request by ensuring that all nominations are scrupulously assessed and recommendations are only submitted and considered after very careful vetting. The college team has been very particular and diligent in the work to ensure that this special historic commemorative medal is only presented to deserving members of the public, the private sectors, and civil society. And this, ladies and gentlemen, is in conformity with my wish to further nurture and promote these institutions and hopefully our national psyche, a culture of appreciation and inclusivity. Now, ladies and gentlemen, the present COVID-19 pandemic, as you know, has had a very profound effect on our national plan to commemorate and celebrate this important historical milestone in style last year. However, we were not deterred, nor discouraged or disheartened by its effects and impact on the nation, but celebrated in style nonetheless. By doing so, we remain true to our Fijian can-do spirit and should be proud, not disillusioned, or distracted from the fact that within a period of half a century since independence, our young and developing nation has evolved well into an accepted level of universal socio-political and economical maturity that we should all be proud of in today's unpredictable and ever-changing global environment that we live in. Our typically famous Fijian hospitable, friendly, positive, and can-do attitude to life, ladies and gentlemen, continue to portray to our citizens and our wider global community and the Fijian diaspora that this is who we are. We are Fiji. Although a small and developing independent sovereign state that lacks economic and political clout in the wider global community, we are determined to celebrate this worthy cause, and in doing so continue to punch above our weight in leading the world community by passionately addressing some global problematic issues like today's present real and serious threat to the survival of humanity and that of climate change, and the preservation and protection of our oceans despite the COVID-19 pandemic. Now, ladies and gentlemen, despite the new norm that has been imposed upon humanity by the worldwide COVID-19 pandemic, we can still rejoice and celebrate certain events in life, and in view of this, I commend and thank all Fijians for the manner in which we had come together as a nation and people. And I believe we have weathered the storm together in our collective effort to recover and return our beloved nation to some degree of normalcy. By remaining positive and firm in our faith in the Almighty, that our beloved Fiji is blessed, and as a nation and people, we should be forever grateful, hopeful, and embrace the future together, and believe that the next 50 years and beyond, the journey ahead would be peaceful and equally prosperous. 50 years is indeed a long time in one's life, and we have come a long way as a country and people since independence to claim our rightful place in our global community as a responsible and respectable developing independent sovereign state, which is proud of its achievements and contributions regionally and internationally. Ladies and gentlemen, my staff and I began these celebrations in Levuka on the 1st of October last year, and today we are conducting our last investiture ceremony before concluding the series this Friday, 22nd of October. We began the investiture celebrations last year in Levuka with two aims in mind. Firstly, to begin and end the journey of celebrations where it all began. And secondly, to reassure the chiefs and the people of our beloved nation of governance and in line with my primary responsibility as your president and that of the pillar of national unity, that during the investitures and national celebrations of commemorating these 50 years of independence till today, that no one and no community should be left behind. Ladies and gentlemen, 26 years ago, on Independence Day, 755 members of our communities were awarded a similar commemorative medal, and we look forward to celebrating our Diamond Jubilee, 25 years' time. I look around, most of you will be around. And we hope that we will celebrate in style too. While I wear with great pride my anniversary medal, I hope that those of you who will be honored with this 50th anniversary medal today will also share with me the same proud and patriotic feeling that we belong to a progressive nation which cares for its people and rewards them accordingly for their individual and collective efforts at nation building. Now, ladies and gentlemen, celebrating Fiji's 50th anniversary independence awarding your good selves with a commemorative medal, we continue to show the world, community, that we are indeed a resilient people, a strong people, a caring people, a united people, who are collectively confident that with Almighty God's continued guidance and blessings, Fiji is destined to achieve more great things in the next 50 years to come. On that note, ladies and gentlemen, congratulations once again to all the recipients, and I'd like you to share your story and this patriotic spirit with your children and grandchildren, so that they too will one day become responsible and productive citizens who should continue to serve selflessly and lovingly for the benefit of our beloved nation. Nasa valiavu, tanewad, share, action. Thank you. God bless.
Brigadier General Ratui Nganilao. Brigadier General Sitiveni Ngiliho.